I want to be amazing, not normal. Everybody look the same. Hello, how are you feeling? So this month we wanted to talk to you about self-esteem and boosting it, because we can always do with a little bit more and a little bit of a boost. So today we're going to think about personality. I wonder what you think your personality is. What's the key thing that makes you you? Straight away when I hear the term personality, I will always think about the fact that I talk. That I'm extrovert and I'm talkative, but there's so much more to my personality than just that. So what is personality? Well, it's the characteristics and the qualities that make you you and me me. It mixes in reactions, interests, interaction, motivation, values. All these things combine to make our personality. And personality can change, but in general, it just matures. We become more accepting of who we are and we embrace it and we grow into it. But it can change, although the elements tend to remain the same. So it wouldn't be odd if I looked back at my teenage self and thought, I'm really different. But most of it is that I have now accepted the parts of me that I didn't want people to know. So as teenagers, we know that our brain is having this makeover and it's pruning different parts of our mind, which if you've seen Inside Out, you will totally understand. You know, the guys with the Hoover and the grey balls and all that kind of thing. We know that there are parts of our upbringing and parts of us which start to be pruned and start to come away. And we see in the film, don't we, that it feels like Riley changes a little bit. But also, is it not again that she's just maturing into the person that she was? As a teenager, I was convinced that I needed to change my personality to fit in. But actually, as we accept who we are, we find that we belong. We don't have to all be the same. Everybody look the same. If everybody looked the same, then we'd be tired of looking at each other. Not just on the physical look, but the way we're made up. We don't want to look the same as each other. Loving this Maya Angelou quote. I don't want to be normal. I want to be amazing, and so should you. Find out what you're into. Try new things. It might be that you find different interests and you find your values challenged and your motivations challenged. And it's okay, we need to grow. We don't need to change ourselves to fit some sort of mould that we think makes us fully us. So there's lots of ways to look at personality, and one that I want to focus on today you probably have heard of, and that is the extrovert introvert scale. Now I say scale because I think there's a bit of confusion around this. You're not one or the other, you are a percentage on a scale. I know whenever I test myself on this, I come out somewhere between 68 and 74% extrovert. When I'm around people is when I'm pumped, and that's what extroversion and introversion is about. It's not about being loud or quiet, it's about where your energy comes from. I have definitely got several introvert friends who are definitely loud and definitely social, but they need time to recharge, and the time for recharging for them is on their own. School can be a really draining place for an introvert, especially if you found lockdown a place you thrive. So if you are finding it difficult in this first week or even in this first month, then I would give you a couple of tips. Number one, have your palaces where you can go to. What I mean by that is places where you can escape to in your mind. Maybe it's taking your favourite book to school or an art pad, or even if you're allowed to have your headphones and to have a few songs which just take you to another place that you can listen to in break time. Friends of introverts know that them pulling away and needing some time alone is no reflection on their friendship with you. The second thing you can do is embrace open spaces, particularly at the weekends where we're still in lockdown. Yeah, take advantage of open spaces, or perhaps your open space is your bedroom, a place where you can just be you. And parents, one of the things that I know for introverts that they find really hard, well, I think a lot of teenagers do, but is that they've come home from a busy place and they just need some time to power down. So one way that we can think about our personality then is to write out our name, or if you want to, you can draw a gingerbread man or start a mood board, and we can think about this over time. Perhaps take the whole of March to think about who you are. I love doing my name in block capitals and filling it in with lots of different colours and pictures that make me me, or getting some magazines and creating a mood board that's celebrating who I am. Perhaps that's something that you can do. It takes time to work out who we are. And it might be that some things change, but I encourage you to take this season where we're still a little bit in lockdown to work on embracing who you are. So what do you know about yourself? I would love to know something that you would describe as part of your personality. Pop it in the comments below. I'll see you next Wednesday. Bye.